Now let's also teach you how to write the lead using specific news elements. Remember that the news elements are the questions that reporters answer in writing a story. That's the simplest way to describe the news elements. They are the reporters' key questions, the questions that they answer in writing a story. The who element, what element, why element, where element, when element, and the how element. So you don't overload the lead with all the 5 elements. You use at least 2 or 3 elements. Don't try to overload the lead. Let's show you an approach to writing the lead. The who, what approach. Now the has approach can also come in form of the who, what approach. It can also come in form of the who, what, where approach. The fact is that has simply makes it easy for you to move into the story. But you can see that the has approach we used in our earlier example did not give us the when, it didn't give us the why. It just gave us the who and the what. So that's what we're saying here, that there's what they call who, what approach. Look at the example we have here. Residents of Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, have foiled an attempt to kidnap a baby from his mother's back. How many elements do we have here? 2. The first one is the who element, residents of Ibadan. They are the personalities in this story that represent the who. They are the ones taking the action in the story. Residents of Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, have foiled an attempt to kidnap a baby from his mother's back. So the who element here, residents of Ibadan. The what element is that an attempt to kidnap a baby was foiled. The who, what approach. So you can see that this approach is very simple. So when you're writing your lead, you can make it as simple as this. Look at the second example. That's the one we'll be using. The governor of Anambra State, Willie Obiano, has condemned lateness to work by staff of the state civil service. The who element is the governor of Anambra State. The what element is the fact that he condemned lateness to work. Don't make it difficult for yourself by saying the staff of the civil service are the who elements. No, the who element is the personality that is taking the action in the story. The personality around which the story itself either emanated or is built. Follow the examples we're giving. Write as you see them. Even as you see some of the stories in newspapers, you can write that way and it will be easy for you to do. Now let's look at another approach. This one is called the who, when, what approach to writing news lead. The who, what, when approach to writing news lead. This is saying that in writing the news lead, you can have 3 elements. And these specific elements are the who, what, when elements. Even if you are using the has approach, you can still use the who, what, when element. Look at the example we have here. The governor of Anambra State, Willie Obiano, Tuesday, August 25, said that workers who were in the habit of coming late to work would be punished. Now you have seen, instead of using the has approach, we decided to use Tuesday, August 25, to bring in the when element into the lead. So this could be a matter of style. There's what they call house style, and the house style is the pattern of presentation of a story by specific news organizations. It's a style guide, how they write their story, how they use tenses, how they use punctuations. That is lexis and structure, presentation format. These things make up the style guide. So each organization has its own style. But don't worry about that now. Just learn how to write first. When you get to your organization, they will now correct you. So the who, when, what approach is talking about using the personality in the story, that's the who, the date or when the story happened, that's the when, and then the event itself that took place, that's the what. Look at the second example. The governor of Anambra State, Willie Obiano, on Tuesday, August 25, said that his administration would provide free buses for primary school pupils in the state. The first one we didn't put on, the second one we put on. And why is that? A matter of house style. Depending on what the newspaper organization or radio station you're working for decides to use as their house style. Look at the last example there. Residents of Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, yesterday foiled an attempt to kidnap a baby from his mother's back. The first element there, the who element, residents of Ibadan. The when element, yesterday. The what element, they foiled an attempt to kidnap a baby from the mother's back. At least you can see 3 elements here. Writing the second paragraph. So after writing the lead, the next thing is to learn how to write the second paragraph of a news story. Remember we said you have to take it bit by bit. Learn how to write the lead, learn how to write the second paragraph, and then how to write the other paragraphs. So look at this example. Very simple. The governor of Anambra State, Willie Obiano, has said that workers who were in the habit of coming late to work would be punished. Second paragraph. Speaking in a press conference held Tuesday, August 23 at Government House, Awka, Obiano said that his administration would not tolerate poor attitude to work by people who earned regular salary. If you look at the second paragraph, you will see that he brought in some of the elements that were left off in the first paragraph. That's why we said spread the news elements in the first and second paragraphs. The who, what, when, where, why, and how elements, spread them in the first and second paragraphs, possibly the third. But you can do that within the first 2 paragraphs. So if you look at the second paragraph, you will see that they brought in the when element in the second paragraph. And I said that you are learning how to write a story from an interview or what they call personal source. That is from a news source that gave you an interview, or from a news source that you got the facts from. Here, the governor made this comment during a press conference. This is how to put it. Speaking in a press conference held Tuesday, August 23. Some other newspapers may say held on Tuesday, August 23. Maybe radio stations or TV stations may have their own style. They may say Tuesday, August 23, or on Tuesday, depending on the organization you're working for. Speaking in a press conference held Tuesday, August 23 at Government House, Awka. So, the when and the where have come into the second paragraph. Obiano said that his administration would not tolerate poor attitude to work. Now you can see that we have removed his first name. So, in the second paragraph, use only the last name of the personality in the story that you used in the first paragraph. That is the practice. You don't keep repeating the person's first and second names or the first name. Just use the surname. That's the last name of the person in the subsequent paragraphs. That's the simplest way to write news story. Obiano said that his administration would not tolerate poor attitude to work by people who earned regular salary. Or you can put it this way. Obiano made this known on Tuesday, August 23, during a press conference held at Government House, Awka. There are different ways to write the second paragraph, but if you can follow this pattern we have given you here, it will be very easy for you. You can see that the second example, we didn't say the governor said, or we didn't say speaking in a press conference. We started with his last name. Obiano made this known on Tuesday, August 23, during a press conference held. You can use that one, or you can use the first one. But the thing is, understand that you spread the elements in the first and second paragraph. Look at another way to write second paragraph. The director of Save Women Organization, in bracket SWO, Dr. Jane Adeyemi, has called on the federal government to provide free health care for nursing mothers in the country. That's the lead. Now look at the second paragraph. Dr. Adeyemi made this call during a press briefing held Tuesday, August 23 at the organization's secretariat in Lagos. You can see that here we use the personality's title, Dr. Adeyemi. We didn't just say Adeyemi, because probably the news organization involved here accepts title as house style. So instead of saying Adeyemi made this known, we are saying Dr. Adeyemi made this known. We're using this to let you understand that you can actually use the title depending on the organization you work for, their house style. So here, second paragraph says, Dr. Adeyemi made this call during a press briefing held Tuesday, August 23, at the organization's secretariat in Lagos. So in the lead, you can see the who element, you can see the what element in the lead. Then in the second paragraph, you find the other elements that were not in the first paragraph. You can find the when element, you can find the where elements. The remaining elements you can put in the third paragraph. But the fact is that you need to spread the elements between the first and second paragraph and possibly the third. Let's look at another way to write the second paragraph using this same lead. Addressing newsmen after the organization's national convention held on Tuesday, August 23 at Lagos, Dr. Adeyemi said that there was need for more health programs in order to address the health challenges faced by nursing mothers in the state. Now look at this. It has the when element, that's Tuesday, August 23, that's when the event happened. The where element, that's Lagos, where it took place. And of course, the why element, that is addressing the health challenges faced by nursing mothers. Now don't try to stick to these elements, why, when, where, whether you have added them or not, while learning how to write second paragraph. Just learn how to write it first. As you master how to write it, the elements will naturally come in on their own. But if you start by saying, hey, I've not put the why element, I've not put the where element, which one is the how element? It's going to be difficult for you. Learn how to spread the elements within the first and second paragraph and possibly the third. The fact is, if you learn how to write the lead, you will naturally know how to spread the elements, because once you make your lead simple, it will be easy for you to spread the remaining aspects of the elements in the other paragraphs. Now, having written the second paragraph, look at the third and fourth paragraph. She said that. Dr. Adeyemi said that. What am I trying to say? The easiest way to write the news story is, once you get the lead, using what I said, the has approach, or these other approaches we have given you, then you write the second paragraph. Once you get the second paragraph, which is also another difficult one because you have to get it from the first, it's also another difficult one. So if you learn how to write second paragraph, the other paragraphs are very easy. All you need to do is keep saying the personality, that personality involved. Keep saying that person said this or said that. That's why you see newsmen, some people call journalists, that is newsmen, they call them he said people. What does that mean? If you come to your other paragraphs, just say he said, the governor said, Dr. Adeyemi said, the director said, the police commissioner said, he said. That is, once you are able to start that way, then add whatever the person said, it becomes a paragraph. That's why I said here, addressing newsmen after the organization's national convention held on Tuesday, August 23 at Lagos, Dr. Adeyemi said that there was need for more health programs in order to address the health challenges faced by nursing mothers in the state. She said that government should hasten efforts to provide more health care facilities in rural areas to serve women. Dr. Adeyemi said that this should be a program of government. She said that. That way you write a simple story. Look at this. Writing other paragraphs. The governor of Anambra State, Willie Obiano, has said that workers who were in the habit of coming late to work would be punished. Speaking in a press conference held Tuesday, August 23 at Government House, Awka, Obiano said that his administration would not tolerate poor attitude to work by people who earned regular salary. He said that Anambra State Civil Service should set good example for workers in other sectors of the state to copy, so every worker was expected to show dedication to work. The governor said that those who showed good example at work will be rewarded by his administration. He said that his government was trying to make the state a center of excellence. Obiano said that this. Or you can say Obiano won that. Obiano said that. Obiano condemned the attitude. Just keep using the personality's last name or his office or the pronoun that you're using to represent the person, and that will make it easy for you to finish the other aspects of the story. Again, keep using the personality's office or the pronoun you're using to represent the person, like here we'll have he, or the person's last name. Once you present that, you now add any other fact in the story, it becomes a full paragraph. Like we said here, if you look at the third paragraph, we used the pronoun. He said that Anambra State Civil Service should set good example for workers. We could have as well used the person's office. The governor said that Anambra State Civil Service should set example for workers. We could have as well used his last name. Obiano said that Anambra State Civil Service should set example for workers. This is how you write other paragraphs. Learn it. It might be difficult at first, but once you keep making mistakes and correcting yourself, you will find it easy to use this simple approach to write a straight news report, to write a news story using the inverted pyramid format. Remember, after the lead, you have the second paragraph. After the second paragraph, you use 3 key components to develop other paragraphs. The pronoun of the personality, he or she, the office of the personality, the governor said, the director said, the police commissioner said, or the personality's last name. In this case, Obiano said. That is an easy way to write other paragraphs. Don't add like some beginners usually do. Lastly, the governor said, or at the end, he said, or in conclusion. No, that's not how to write news story. Just follow what I've given you here. Use the pronoun or the office or the last name. That way, once you get to the last paragraph or the last fact you want to add, you just put full stop and leave the story.